So I want to move on and talk about we're talking about one of the hallmarks of fascism is this concept of identifying an enemy within. And so obviously, we've got Portland and Chicago and they're using uh these cities as a way to point at internal enemies. They're also prosecuting political opponents, and that is, another one of the hallmarks of fascism. So, this week, well, last week we heard about former FBI Director James Comey being indicted. So now, 42 retired federal judges wrote an open letter first obtained by NBC News, which I am quoting from here. So they talk about this Comey indictment as not just persecuting a political enemy, but a threat to us all. So in their letter, these former federal and state judges warned that, quote, rights and liberties of every American are in grave danger today as President Donald Trump continues to corruptly abuse the power of his office by directing the United States Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigation to target his critics and his perceived political enemies for investigation and criminal prosecution. They continue. All Americans have an obligation as citizens of this great country to speak out against this unprecedented attack on our freedom of speech and to demand that Donald Trump's attacks on our right to speak freely without fear of being persecuted and prosecuted by our government must stop now. End quote. So, I will ask, Derek, are they correct?
Yeah, very much correct on saying, hey, we have to be able to speak freely and to, not agree with you if that is our views. And I mean, Comey was just doing his damn job. I mean, it sucks for our dear leader that, Comey said some shit that made him sad, but you know what? You don't persecute people because they made you sad. I mean, I remember, oh God, what was it? When Trump first started to run and always talked about the snowflakes on the left. Guess who the snowflakes actually are, though? I mean, you hurt my feelings, I'm going to sue you. So it's like how the turns have tabled.
Seriously. Also, additionally, like on Comey, so it's ironic because the FBI has always been a conservative, reactionary, even organization. They never, ever in their entire history had a Democratic director. Comey is a lifelong Republican. All of the FBI directors have been lifelong Republicans, and yet we're seeing this organization somehow painted as like the deep state, as the a cesspool of liberalism or something. And it's funny, but like, so they actually suspended an FBI agent this week because this person has reportedly refused to perp-walk their former employer, their former boss, James Comey. The agent was suspended for insubordination, according to CBS. And I got this via the BBC. This is after the agent found the plan to be inappropriate. Blythe, are they correct? Is this the right thing for this agent to do, or is it their obligation to follow orders?
No, this is where we don't follow orders. This is where we need people in any capacity to safely disobey, whether it be military, FBI. I mean, probably the regime hires at the White House are lost causes, but this is nonpartisan. This is our future. This is our safety. This is our livelihood. this is a bunch of likely coked up, wealthy imbeciles raging war on us for what? More money? Like,
Yeah, control.
I mean, that's what
power,
this
money.
is,
I
right?
mean,
This is keeping legacies. This is keeping nepotism. This is keeping control. And you mentioned psyops. I don't think they're smart enough to think of it as psyops.
Okay, I was giving a little maybe too much credit. I
No,
agree.
it's not a
Like,
credit thing. Like it is. I mean, they're not smart enough to make it intentional. It
Right.
is. It is psychological warfare. I very much agree with that. But I don't think they're doing it from the standpoint that it's not working. We know it's not working. So we need more judges. We need more people in the FBI to do this, and it is going to risk their jobs.
mhm.
Yeah. It's interesting that you use psyops as the term, and yeah, it kind of is. It's fear is a major psychological driver, and us being afraid like this is psychologically damaging.